In the last lecture, we set up the links. Let's now set up the router package. For that, I'll quit my development server and use npm install to install the package. With -- save, I'll also create an entry in the package.json file so that we store the package there so we can easily share the project. And then the name of the package is react-router. We need a second one though. React-router contains the logic, you could say, but to be able to render something to the DOM, so to tell React to render something, we need react-router-dom2, so these two packages. Hit enter thereafter and it will download and install the latest versions of these packages. And as I said, this is a package not created by Facebook, but it's the de facto standard for routing in React applications. So with npm start, we can then start the development server again. And now, of course, we want to start using that router package. And I want to start by making sure that we only load the posts component here for our root route, which essentially has just a slash at the end. So for this route, I only want to load my posts. Right now, in the block container, I'm loading posts, full post, and new post. Now I want to break this up, and I will remove full post and new post from there. And now, of course, I only load the posts, but I'm not really doing this dynamically. I do this all the time. So the idea simply is to now only load this if I'm at my domain /nothing. So for the root path, not /users, not anything else, just /nothing. And for that, we first of all need to enable routing in our React app. We do this in the index.js or the app.js file. There you now need to wrap the part of your app which should be able to render routes and to read routes. You need to wrap it with a component you import from the React Router DOM package. Now, as I said, you can do it in both index.js and app.js. I'm doing it in the app.js file. And there I'll import something from React Router DOM. So from this package we just installed. There we use curly braces to import something which has a name, so a named export from that package. And here it should be the browser router. This browser router object. Now you should wrap everything in your app which should be able to use routing with that. So I'll actually wrap the entire div here with it, with the browser router, like this. This is now the router of this application, and now we can use routing features from that routing package anywhere inside this wrapping component, so in any subcomponent which we embed here. This of course includes the block. Now inside the block component, I now want to use routing in here. Section posts, this should now actually be a custom component which we load when we visit /nothing on the URL. So for that, I'll create a new component, and actually you could turn all these components into containers now, because they will be distinct pages which typically have subcomponents distributing their state to them. So what I will indeed do is I'll move full post into the block folder of containers, new post, and I'll create a new folder in the block component under containers, which is posts. Now the single post I'll leave in components because it's really just presentational, but the other components were moved there. So let's quickly adjust all the imports now. Here in full post, nothing needs to be adjusted. The same in new post. Posts itself needs to be created, so let's add a posts.js file here. And in the block component, we can for now simply get rid of new post and full post. The post component also isn't needed here anymore. We can remove that too, because now I'm going to create this new posts, plural, component. Now in the next lecture, I'll quickly create this so that we then thereafter can start using routing.